Hey everybody, part 2 of the big record haul. So yeah, I got this book and it is the most complete that I've seen. And like I say, both of the lists that I pulled from the internet were missing stuff. I knew for a fact because like the Michael Schenker Group album that I picked up was by Hipgnosis, and it wasn't in either of the lists. So I knew that the lists that I had were incomplete. So actually when I got this, I took this book and I went through the list and I added things that were missing. And there was a couple things on the lists that aren't in the book. So I set those aside for the time being, but it turns out to be like 389 albums. This book is really good. Now, if you're looking for, a lot of text to read, you want to read about each of the guys, a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a beginning chapter that's like, I don't know, like 12 pages long, I guess, talking about the guys. And then there's a bit about how they work, some talk about the 10cc album Deceptive Bends and how they did all that work. But basically it's, just a list of albums. Some of them have some text. Mostly it's just, the pictures, and then it has, information about like who took the picture, or who did the work, or whatever, in the year, and all that. So, fantastic book. If you're at all interested in Hipgnosis covers, of course, the iconic Wish You Were Here album picture. So like I said, when I ordered this, it was $40, and by the time it actually came out, it had dropped to $25. So pretty good deal for $25. I thought it was going to be bigger, but still awesome. So then I went back to Strictly Discs, where I had sold to the record portraits, and I picked up those 99-cent albums. But then I bought some Hipgnosis stuff. This one was an oops, because although Scorpions Love Drive is a Hipgnosis cover album, this is not the cover. I do love this album. So this album was another one that was imprinted on me, and largely because the songs Loving You Sunday Morning, Coast to Coast, and Love Drive, and even Holiday, believe it or not, were played on the jukebox in my lunchroom like throughout the entire 4 years I went there. Well, 3.5 years I transferred in there. But yeah, this album constantly played on the jukebox. And there were several guys that had this, the whole Scorpion design inked on the back of their denim jackets, which were in the rage at the time I was in high school. So yeah, this is a mistake because, yeah, it even says here, Scorpions Love Drive LP originally was marketed with an album cover different from the album cover of this record. This one is the one that's got the gum in the backseat of the car. Yeah, you know it. So, but I'm not going to return it. I like this album, so I'm going to listen to it until I come up with the other one. UFO Lights Out. This was actually also in the 99-cent bin, but this is a Hipgnosis cover, so I picked it up. There's some really good tracks on this one. UFO, I'm kind of, some of it I really like, some of it's not so great. So, but this one has got some good stuff. And Michael Schenker is part of that group until he breaks off and does his own stuff. They also had another copy of Montrose Jump on it, which I decided to pick up since it was only 99 cents. My other one's not as good as this one, so I never looked at the sleeve. Is that is this a bra? Oh my god. What is this? Yeah, I think so. Interesting. Juvenile. So, if anybody's looking for another copy of this one, I wanted to give away, I guess. Okay, so that was the end of the 99-cent one. So then I actually started purchasing. So we have 10cc, the original soundtrack. This is a Hipgnosis cover. I haven't actually opened these yet, so this is a capefold. I'm not gonna open this right now. But yeah, this is based on a drawing that they saw that they enjoyed, so they put this together for them. So that's 10cc. And then I also picked up 10cc sheet music. Get it? No, sheet music. I think this was the one that has... No. So that's where I've seen Godly and Cream. So I came across an album in the book that was by a group called Godly and Cream, and I was like, well, how do I know those names? It's because there were two guys in 10cc. So I swear, which one? Maybe it's on this one. That's the song I'm thinking of. I'm Not in Love. That's on this album. Okay. So the tote board at the end of my video is going to say work in progress, because basically there are albums listed in here, a couple that I have that I didn't realize were Hipgnosis albums, and a ton more added. So I think what I'm going to do is change it up and say, you know, like total albums, you know, ones that I own, and we'll get the, you know, coming up with a new total, because I have to go through this whole book and check against my collection. And like the Led Zeppelin and Through the Outdoor, there's really 6 of them, so I only had that listed once, and, you know. So yeah. Rainbow. This is Bent Out of Shape. This picture is really cool. I especially like the one on the back where their legs are like, meh. So yeah, Rainbow, Bent Out of Shape. This is a UK pressing. Richie Blackmore, Roger Glover. Do I know any of these songs? I don't know if I know any of these songs. But yeah, so in this, you know, that's in the book. I read about that cover. Another UFO album. This one is, what is this? Making Contact. What's in here? Phil Moog. Yeah. Again, some of these, I guess, you know, there's kind of a feel like they're writing some songs specifically for softer moments, I guess, and then some of them are really rocked up. But it makes them just, sometimes it's a weird combo. I think you could take like a bunch of UFO albums and make just a killer tape out of it. Alright, so then we got Brand X. This is Phil Collins' previous band before he was in Genesis. This one is called Livestock. Phil Collins, John Goodsall, Percy Jones, Robin Lumley, Morris Pert, and Kenwood Denard, another drummer. I have not listened to this one, but I liked, so I got a Brand X album previous to this one, and I really liked it. It was very good. Trying to figure out what that thing is on the, what is that? Oops, wrong side. That thing, is that a shoe? I'll have to read about that one. If there's anything in there. Then we got Wishbone Ash. This is New England. This is a wraparound cover. I suppose I should have done this when I had opened them, but yeah, so I read about this one. So they just had took these pictures of the guys, and then they superimposed it over a picture of the beach. A lot of superimposition Hipgnosis was doing. And then we got Renaissance, Turn of the Cards. I listened to this on Spotify, and I thought I was going to hate it. Just Renaissance. I mean, I don't like Renaissance period music, right? So Renaissance and but it's actually pretty good. I actually dug it. So this is Turn of a Card, and there's a bunch of Renaissance albums that were done by Hipgnosis. So I'll be getting a bunch of these eventually. Last but not least, Peter Gabriel. I don't remember which number this is. I think this is the third one. Peter Gabriel 3, alias Melt, right? Is that? So this is a Polaroid that they did, and they just kind of, it says not to touch a Polaroid, when it's developing, and so they like messed with it, and it shows like a whole series of pictures that they did in the book for this cover, and this is the one they went with. So that's pretty cool. So Peter Gabriel, yeah. This is the one with Games Without Frontiers and Eco. So I heard my friend Dave Stewart loved Peter Gabriel. I think he liked Genesis as well. And he played this album nonstop, so I know this album back to front. I've never owned it myself, but now, since it's Hipgnosis, it's on me. So that was all the records. Was it? Yes. So that's all I had to show. But yeah, this book, fantastic. Well, there's the UFO making contact right there. What did that say? So, the photograph was by Aubrey Powell, 1983. So, if you're interested, their last album was a compilation called Hey Drag City in 1994, where they used the dead ducks picture. But like they did a Barry Gibb cover. So I think that's one of the things that I did learn about them and their work is that they definitely used their power, and they did the images that they wanted to do, and then tried to get the groups to use them. Some groups, like Paul McCartney, evidently, basically made them do what he wanted them to do, and other groups as well. But most of the groups kind of said, "Hey, I like it," and went with it. But in the early days, they had to do some album covers just to make some money. So in the first 3 or 4 years, I say, there's some album covers that are just not nothing stunning. You know what I mean? It's just like these. I mean, they're classical music, most of these here, but I'm like, there's nothing really extraordinary about these at all. So you can kind of see how things were coming and how they would turn out to be, but yeah, some of this stuff is just pretty normal. So, in other words, they did their work from 67 to 84, and supposedly everything is in here. that was a full album. Of course, they did all kinds of design work for posters and flyers and whatnot. But as far as album covers go, this is supposed to be it. So, yeah. Well done. $25, I guess, now on Amazon. So, I highly recommend it. If anybody decides they want to start their Hipgnosis album cover collection along with me, I have 2 doubles that I can send to you. I've got Jump On It by Montrose and is it Justin Hayward? No, not Justin. Well, the Haywood album, the guy from Moody Blues who went on his own for a bit. I have 2 of his albums, so if anybody's interested in those, let me know. Also, don't forget the Black Angel's Phosphine Dream download code if anybody's interested. Shoot me a message. So that is it. This is going to be kind of my format, I think, now. Kind of gather it all up and do less frequent videos, but potentially a little bit longer. I think that's all I have. I don't think I even have anything coming. No. The English Beat, I got on there, it was like a, what do you call it? Kickstarter kind of thing. It wasn't Kickstarter, but something similar to that. And I think I've been getting updates on it for like a year and a half, and it still hasn't been released. So that's the only thing I think I have in the works. So, recapping. Oh my gosh, hang on. Trouble. There we go. If anyone has this one, let me know. This is Robots.Text Human Served Machine. If you have this on vinyl, I'd like to hear from you. And anybody who's got the Big Daddy Sun and the Outer Planets stuff, particularly this, I'd be interested in hearing about that too. Yeah, this is a crazy mixed up world. When I found this is actually on Spotify if you want to check it out. Crazy Mixed Up World was written by Willie Dixon, which makes sense why I really dig it, I guess. So that's it for the Aural Retentive. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And the tote board is going to be a mess until I get all my new totals figured out. So that's going to be a work in progress. Alright, I hope everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend, and talk to you later. Bye.